Well, today's video is actually going to be on what are hair extensions, because I get that question a lot. So I'm going to be talking about the few different types of extensions and what you can and what you can't do with them. The first one I would say, well, I would start off with, give me 1 second, would be this one right here. I'm sorry that I'm brushing it out, it's just I don't feel like getting another one out. And this would be a weft. This is one of them. You see that? See the weft right here on top? It's like a little thing that's sewn on top right there. And this is an 18. I think this is an 18 or 20 inch. I'm not exactly sure because it's a friend's. These are a few different ways you can do your extensions with this weft. You can do them clipped in, and I have one so I can show you guys. Let me just take it out right here in my little extension kit. Now excuse them, I haven't had time, but here's the ones with the clip. This is the blonde 18-inch Remy hair right there. See that? That's a clip. And this is a one with 3. So for like the middle part of your head, that's what that one's for. And the clip-in extensions come in a variety of lengths. They come from 14 to, I would say, 22 inches, 24. Now I have seen a 36 inch, but I doubt anybody's really gonna wear a 36 inch length hair extension. Excuse me, I'm sick. This weft can also be used in for gluing, which come with a special glue, and the glue that you use is this glue right here. This is the one that I use right here. And it's kind of like eyelash glue, except it's a little stronger. And they sell that at Sally's for like $2 or $3. All you do for that one is you just glue the glue on top right here on the weft, press it on the head, and there you go. If you guys want, I'll do a video on that, but let me know. Another one that you can do is braided and sewn in with these. You sew in you do braids, of course. You do the braids on the person and you sew them in. Now out of those 3, I would actually choose the I would say the glue-in extensions, because the braided, it's painful. I wouldn't say it's that painful. It's just a lot to manage. And the clip-ins, it takes you a lot every day having to clip them in, clip them out, they pull your hair, blah blah. And the glue-in lasts you about a month to a month and a half, depending on how well you take care of your hair and how fast your hair grows. So yeah, yes, you can straighten them, you can wash them, you can curl them, you can cut them, and you can dye them. So to all that, yes. But about dyeing them, I recommend you take a test strand, take like a little piece, like this much right here, just cut it and dye it before you dye your whole hair, because you don't know how it's going to come out. You don't know if that hair has been processed or not, so you don't just want to go out there and cut it. The next extension that I'm going to be talking about is a keratin glue extension. Just like this one, it has a little glue on top. These are called individuals. So most celebrities go with individuals because it's simple, it's easy, and it's more versatility with these. But it also is a little bit more expensive. With those, you need a bonder, and I have videos on how to do these videos to yourself, to get the extensions on yourself. And this is what the bonder looks like. You can buy those at Sally's. They're like $30. And at Sally's, they also sell packs of extensions already with the glue on it, just like this one. They already sell them. It's like $80 a pack. I have a video on how to make your own, so go watch that video as well. And the other one that I tend to do, these are micro-link. These are the ones with the little beads. Now I'm going to put the beads on my hands so you guys can see what these beads look like. They're right there. Now I'm going to put them on my, this little stick. You will get it at Sally's. I don't know what it's called, but it's really, really helpful, especially if you're going to be doing these. And there's your beads. See that? And you just hook them onto the hair. I think I have a video on this. I'm not sure, and if I don't, I'll put one up right after this one. Now, these extensions, the last 2 that I just mentioned, are a bit more expensive. these little beads are really expensive. Unless you go somewhere and you get them for a really good deal. For example, I got these for a really good deal a while ago, and they've lasted me forever. It comes in a color 5, and it's 1,000 pieces. See, it says 1,000. I don't know if you can see that. Oh yeah, it's 1,000 of those. But at Sally's it's like $10 for 20 of those or something like that. It's really expensive. So yeah, and for those you would use kind of like this hair, but it's called I-tip extensions. And instead of being flat, because you see how it's kind of flat right there, it's kind of like a little eye. It's all rolled, and you just stick the bead in and clamp it. I have a video, and I think I might need to upload it. And those you can curl and straighten and blow dry, but the fusion hair, which is individuals with a little glue on top, you have to be really careful. You don't want to take your curly hair right to the root, because that's where they're at, and you'll melt the glue and they'll fall down. Also, you don't want to straighten them to the root or blow dry them straight on the root, because they may slip out. That's one bad thing about those. The micro links are a little bit better, but I feel like they tend to slip out faster because it's not such a good lockage. So that's really all on you guys if you want to do that. Now for these, the glue you can blow dry, yeah, you can straighten. When they're braided, I recommend you don't like go to a salon and get your hair blow dried, because they tug on your hair a lot and it'll loosen up your extensions. So that's like basically the extensions that I have that I know of. I'm going to tell you really quick which ones I feel are the best, and that's just my opinion. If you guys have any more questions on them, please let me know. My number 1 would have to be the individuals with the keratin glue. Number 2 would be the glue-in track. Number 3 would be a clip-in. Number 4 would be the sewn-in. And then number 5 would have to be the micro link. I'm not a big fan of them yet. I've done it about 2 or 3 times on the client, and it's not as good as I expected to be, but you know, it's really all up to you guys. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.